Hot take, you should play meta decks. There's a reason meta decks are strong. There's a reason everyone is playing them. And there's a reason why all the best players play them. So why don't you? Let's take a step away from Yu-Gi-Oh! And look at two other popular games, Pokemon and Tekken. Assuming you played Pokemon, you know legendary Pokemon exist, and you tend to catch them about 3/4 of the way into the game, and they are the best and strongest Pokemon in that game. With cracked stats and broken moves, there's no logical reason not to use it. So in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you had access to a deck that could win you every single game consistently, wouldn't you want to play that deck too? Let's talk about Tekken. Tekken is a game where men punch men, bears punch men, and sometimes men punch women. And every character has a massive move list and an even larger combo list. So large in fact, the game only shows you about 0.01% of all the possible combos. I think I made that number up. But they're all unique to each character, for the most part. Now, if you play Tekken, it's only a matter of time before you encounter a player who is just better at you in every way. Now, what do you do when this guy is just whooping your ass? Well, I think there's two courses of action. First up, you just keep rematching him. You just keep letting him whoop your ass, and until eventually you learn through playing what's safe to go against, what's not, and how to beat this guy and how to counterattack him. But what if he doesn't want a rematch? Then you play his character. You learn everything that character has to offer. You learn its strengths, its weaknesses, their openings, what's safe, what's not safe, how they start their combos, is it a high or is it a low? And as a result, on both of these solutions, you are now a better player. You understand what works in this game and what doesn't. Why these decks win and yours don't. For some reason as well, you also get a bunch of bad players whinging about certain cards, how they're unfair, unbalanced, toxic for the game, and demanding a banning. And it's always about fucking hand traps. Never Dark Ruler no more. No, board breakers aren't an issue, but hand traps are. And I get it, your Blue Eyes pile has been stung too many times by Ash Blossom, Maxi, or Droplet, and you're mad when you see them, because it's often good players who are playing them in their meta deck. But here's the thing, these cards are being used all the time because they're strong cards, and people play generically strong cards because it's the easiest way to win the game. It's not a meta deck thing, you can use them too. Granted, some staples aren't exactly accessible to your average Joe, but a lot of the main ones are. Ash, Pot of Desires, Imperm, and Evenly Match have had reprints in structure decks, and Master Duel just throws gems at you for playing the game. Gems means packs, packs means ultra rares, enough ultra rares means crafting your own staples. In fact, just cut out the middleman and buy bundles with gems for a free Ash Blossom. And the beauty of strong cards is, you don't even need to play them in meta decks. Just put some hand traps in your 60 card Inferno Tempest Gren Marju deck and it will make it even more playable. At the end of the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game where it's not just important to play powerful cards, but also know how to play them. Playing complicated combos and meta-relevant decks teaches you what kind of effects are powerful, what kind of board a tier 1 deck ends on, and what kind of counters exist to said decks. Playing meta decks will teach you every valuable lesson you can learn about Yu-Gi-Oh! So go out there, open Dueling Book, play some Full Power Snake Eyes, and when you come back, let me know how your deck building, deck piloting, and combo performing has changed. Good luck, have fun, see you next time.